As you approach Ulverston, you can't miss the Hode Monument high above the town. This tower, a replica of the Eddystone Lighthouse in the English Channel, was built in 1850 to commemorate local resident Sir John Barrow. From Hode Hill there are fine views across Morecambe Bay and to the fells of the Southern Lake District. If the flag is flying, the tower is open and the more energetic visitor can scale a flight of over 100 steps inside the tower to see an even more spectacular panorama. Ulverston's most famous son, however, was Stanley Jefferson, who was born in the town in 1890. After an early career in British comedy theatre, Stanley rose to international fame when he moved to Hollywood, changed his name, and teamed up with an American comedian called Oliver Hardy. Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy went on to become one of the best-loved screen comedy acts, making over 100 films in 30 years, both during and after the era of silent movies. Their enduring popularity is celebrated in the town by a bronze statue in the town centre and by the Laurel and Hardy Museum, which houses a unique display of posters and memorabilia and which is packed with information about the famous duo, their studios, their co-stars and their lives before they were famous. The museum is open 7 days a week and you can enjoy one of their films or documentaries about their lives, which are showing all day, and choose from an intriguing selection of original Laurel and Hardy souvenirs. In the early 1800s, Ulverston was a major port, bringing goods and passengers to the otherwise inaccessible Furness Peninsula. The docks were connected to Morecambe Bay by a canal constructed by the famous engineer John Rennie. At 1.5 miles, it's the shortest as well as the deepest canal built in Britain. The arrival of the railway and the rise in importance of Barrow in Furness eventually led to the closure of the canal. Unused for many years, it's now a haunt of kingfishers and of otters who help themselves to the carp with which local anglers have kindly stocked the water. The lock at the seaward end of the canal is an interesting starting point for walks along the shore of the bay and up to a Druid stone circle on Birkrigg Common. Ulverston retains many fine buildings from its time as a thriving centre. Perhaps the most striking building conversion is the mill at Ulverston. A Georgian watermill until 1974, the building was completely refurbished in 2009 and is now a bar and restaurant, complete with a fully restored and working watermill on the ground floor, with the mill stream running through a spectacular roof terrace.